Hey everyone, this is the Millionaire Hippies podcast with your host, Boom Shikha, where we chat about spirituality, business, and health. We all want to live self-actualizing, fulfilling lives with joy, prosperity, and gratitude. Let's go on this beautiful journey together.
In Chiang Mai, I'm a little bit later than normal, but I've just been enamored with this book that I'm reading and I just can't put it down, so I'm sorry about that. The book that I'm reading is called The Talent Code. I don't know the author name, but I'm pretty sure you can find it easily. I absolutely recommend that you guys read this book. I've been stuck to it, and every single sentence in that book has been just blowing my mind. And maybe I'm saying that a lot nowadays, but I've been reading a lot of really amazing books. I'm just so lucky I have the time to do that now. And so I spend a lot of my time just sitting and reading and integrating these ideas into my head. Now, I want to talk to you guys about a bunch of things today, so let's get started. So I've been talking to a bunch of people. A lot of people have been coming to me and asking me about how am I so productive? How am I getting so much done? It's only, February 10th, and I've already had 3 ebooks published, 1 paperback, and 1 video course. And to me, I'm looking at that, and it doesn't seem like a lot of stuff, but to a lot of people, they've been asking me, how did I get so much work done? And I really wanted to kind of share with you guys some of the things that I've been doing so that you guys can maybe bring that productivity into your life. First of all, I have a very strict schedule every single day. And I follow that schedule no matter what happens around me. So a lot of times people will invite me out at night and they're like, come out, come drinking, come whatever. And if I have work to do the next day and I have a schedule every single day, I have certain things I have to do in order to get to the goals that I've set up for myself. If I have that schedule and I know that I need to be really well rested for it, I will leave early. And I go to sleep usually very early unless I'm reading a book that really keeps me up, like The Talent Code or The One Thing that I've been reading as well. So I have a very strict schedule. I get up every morning. I have a morning routine. I've spoken about this before. I follow it to the T, and then I work. I work all morning until I can't work anymore, until I'm so tired that I start making mistakes. And then once that happens, then I'm done for the day. Then I just go on and I hang out with people. I read. I play my ukulele. I practice. I don't play. And I do watercolor painting. I do random other things, but I don't work anymore. I'm still thinking about all the different things that I'm doing, and I'll get ideas coming at me, so I'll write those down. But I try not to do that much work after. Once I'm tired, I'm not productive anymore. So I have the schedule, right? And I've been working really hard at it. And a lot of people are actually messaging me and saying, oh, you're so talented, you're writing so much. And I really, 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 really want to talk to you guys about this. This is called the fixed mindset versus the growth mindset. And this is what happens when I speak to a lot of people. People come to me and they say, when I was young, people were telling me that I was talented, I was intelligent, I was smart, I didn't have to work hard at what I was doing. So I believed that, and I stopped working at things because I realized that I could just skate through life and I wouldn't have to do anything and I would still be successful. And a lot of individuals are coming and telling me about that, related to a lot of different things. I spoke to an individual called Julius a couple of days ago, and he's an actor. And he was told when he was very young that he's very talented. And so after he was told that he was talented, he just stopped working at it, and he just waited to be discovered. He waited for people to come to him rather than him going out and auditioning and working at it. And when that didn't happen, because there's so many people who are so talented, that he realized that maybe he's not that talented, and he lost interest in his craft. Now he's coming back to it because he's realizing that he wants to do it not because he's talented, because he likes doing it, right? So talent versus like the fixed mindset versus growth mindset, where you believe that, oh, you have this talent and you're fixed in that mindset, or you have the growth mindset where you believe this is something that you worked at and you got it through deliberate practice, and you have to keep working at it in order to keep it around. So for me, writing has always been one of those things. I love to write. I write all the time. I've been writing since I was, I think, 7 or 8 years old. I love storytelling. I would sit around in a circle with my young friends and siblings, and I would just tell them stories that I made up in my head as time went on. I'd be sitting there and I'd be thinking, okay, what's the next thing that's going to happen in this story? So I have a very powerful imagination in general. But in the beginning, I was told that I was very talented as a writer and in English in general, and I stopped working at it. And I realized that I lost my craft. I lost my writing skills and I had to come back to it. And now it is mandatory for me to write every single day, no matter how long it is. It could be if I only have time to write 500 words, I write 500 words. If I have time to write 1,000, I write 1,000. If I have time to write more, I'll write more. But every single day, I have to write a certain amount of words because I'm building those neurons, I'm building those synapses, I'm building those circuits of my writing. When you write more, when I write more, my synapses, my circuits are being built more, and I'm becoming a better writer. So it's not about talent anymore, guys. It's not talent. Talent, actually, in a lot of books that I've read, says talent does not exist. It is seriously very random, and maybe 0.01% of the population is prodigy in a sense. But most of the people who are successful, who are good at what they do, who are excellent at whatever they are doing, is because they have made deliberate practice and failing at their craft over and over again, learning from it, doing more, practicing constantly, a part of their life. They practice at it, they keep on doing it, and for them, it's a passion or a labor of love. They love doing it, and they would do it no matter if they were successful or not. Individuals in their 80s, they're still playing the violin every single day for 3 or 4 hours because they love doing it. It's not that they're doing it for some outside accolades. They're not doing it so they can be recognized. The books that I write, I do share it with you people, and I love the fact that you guys are so supportive. I'm doing it because I'm trying to be more, social and things like that, because I am an introvert and I could do all of these things on my own and never ever speak to an individual, and I'd be fine with that. But I'm doing it to share with the people that love me. But I'm not writing because I want accolades. I'm doing it because I have to do it, guys. Every single day, if I do not write in some form, journaling, writing my words, writing my book, creating a blog post, whatever it might be, if I don't storytell at least once a day, every single day, I don't feel alive. And I have to do it. So every single person on this planet has that one thing. It could be something really simple. It does not matter. That's not the reason we're doing it. We're doing it because our soul or spirit needs to do it. So I really want you guys to think about this. Talent does not exist. I think a lot of us start using the fact that we're not talented or whatever it might be as an excuse, saying that I don't really matter anyways. I don't have any talents. I don't have a purpose. I shouldn't care anyways. I'm just going to live a mundane, mediocre life. Well, what if I told you that you could develop talent in any area that you wanted to as long as you worked at it? You guys have probably heard of the 10,000 hour rule. If you haven't, I'm just going to repeat for those individuals. Every single person who's talented at something put in about 10 years, so 3 hours per day of practice for 10 years, or 10,000 hours of practice into that craft. And that is the reason they're so talented at it. That's the reason they have become so amazing at it. They're not experts because they were born experts, but because they put in the practice, the deliberate practice of becoming experts. And so if you start right now, in 10 years or in 10,000 hours, how much ever time you will spend on it, you can be talented at anything. At anything. Right now, if you start, and you start at anything, whatever it might be, playing the ukulele, writing a book, writing in general, creating films, becoming a filmmaker, whatever it might be, if you start right now and if you hone your craft every single day, if you practice at it, if you fail deliberately and you practice, you can be an expert in that field in 10 years. And that is all. 10 years, when you really think about it, is not a long period of time. Also, time is passing by anyways. Think about the last 10 years. What did you accomplish in the last 10 years? In my last 10 years, I didn't accomplish a lot. I traveled a lot, I did a lot, I have a lot of experiences. But did I accomplish a lot? Not really, no. And so now, I am on this mode. By the time 10 years pass by, I want to be sure that I have accomplished one thing, which is becoming an accomplished writer. That is my main goal, and that's the purpose that drives me. I'm going to do a lot of different things around it. I'm going to play the ukulele, I'm going to do improv, I'm going for acting auditions, I'm going to do real estate. I'm going to do a lot of different things because I am that kind of person, as we all are. We're all three-dimensional. But one thing that is non-negotiable in every single day of my life is working on my craft of writing. I'm going to be doing that, and that is going to be a given. No matter what happens around the world, no matter what disasters are going on around me, but one thing that I'm going to do every single day is write. And so you have to figure out what that is for you. What do you want to become talented in 10 years? Now, I've put in a lot of hours into my writing already. Like I said, I've been writing since 12. And I almost wrote every single day because I journal almost every single day, and I've been putting a lot of hours into it. So I'm pretty close to the 10,000 hours of practice in my field, obviously. But for me, I want to keep on going with it. I want to be that writer that's, writing in a way that I feel like I am writing in that manner where I don't know, I don't know how to explain it, but I will know when I see it. And maybe it'll never happen. Maybe it won't happen in this lifetime. That's all right with me. I want to keep on writing because that is what I want to do. And you guys can figure out what's that for you. It could be something that you do for a few years, figure out that you liked it and you've accomplished what you wanted in it, and then you move on to something different. The last story I'm going to tell you guys about is the Queen of Robots. You've probably seen videos of her. She creates absolutely horrible robots, and she's a CEO owner of Artificial Stupidity. Google her if you don't know her. Queen of Robots, awesome, awesome person. And she said she started because she says that no one is ever going to be good when they first start. No matter what you're doing, you're going to be horrible at it. But she said that I decided to embrace that horribleness. I decided to embrace that stupidity. I decided to embrace that being bad at it. And so she creates bad robots. And she's become really, really famous for it. Now, can you imagine that? She became famous for failing. And she embraced it. And that's the reason I think she's so famous, is because she is completely enamored with the idea of failing constantly at creating horrible robots that don't do what they're supposed to be doing. They do things badly. Like, I mean, you'll watch the videos on YouTube or whatever when you Google her. She's amazing and hilarious. And I love her because that's what life is all about, embracing being bad at things. Embrace it. Just be bad at things. I send out a lot of stuff into the universe, a lot of stories, a lot of these videos that are crappy. I mean, if you think about it really, look at my background. It's horrible. Like, if it's not professional at all. Look at my face, look at my hair. But do I care? No, because I want to practice at this craft. I want to become better at storytelling. The only way I can do it is by practice, practice, and practice. Every single day, by doing these live videos, I'm practicing my skill of storytelling. I'm practicing my skill of becoming a motivational speaker. So eventually I can speak on the stage and use all of these R's that I've honed in order to become an absolutely amazing storyteller and speaker. And so this is why I do it. Figure out what your stuff is and just do it. Keep on doing it. And I know that you're going to succeed 10 years later. So I hope this is helpful to you. Again, my name is Shikha.
Thanks for listening. Go check out my website at themillionairehippie.com if you want more free, awesome content. If you really like the podcast, please consider giving me a 5-star review on iTunes. Until next time, namaste.